Hey, YouTube. Get rid of my pinstripes. Still got them? Yeah. Okay. Oh, YouTube. Do you remember all the things you said? Like I got disease and I'm a hoe. Do you remember all of those times? Little girl, you had my name in your mouth. Do you remember the times you slandered me? Do you remember the time I didn't even know you, girl? Oh, baby, the jury has got the case. They say that, I don't cover this whole case. I'm not that interested in Tasha K. I have never seen a full broadcast of hers. Of course, I don't know anything about Cardi B, but the case is making the news. It has been making the news for, I think, over 2 years, right? And so now it's coming to a head. They've done closing arguments on both sides. I understand that they were, each one had over an hour to give their closing arguments, right? Cardi B saved some of her time for rebuttal, and the other person, who is Tasha K, used all of her time, right? And so now they have the case. So I know everybody doesn't watch this beef sector stuff, but a lot of us over here had an experience where we're wondering if the outcome could be that Cardi B is lost her channel or her ability to communicate via social media. Now, I want to talk about it for a minute. But first, I want to speak to you, lovely darlings. Hi, Princess A. Hearts, Dog Liquor. How you doing, Dog Liquor? Wild Seed, Mocha Drop, Shakira, Tashana. Oh, I'm learning these names, baby. I know how to pronounce them now. Nona May. Oh, it's a country girl. Nona May. Angie Dickerson. It's Z. Renee Jr. I can't say all y'all names. There's a whole lot of y'all in here. Child, we've been watching this Tasha K stuff. So a lot of us in the beef sector experienced this situation with, which seemed kind of similar with VS, right? A lot of people did not anticipate that this woman would actually be banned from YouTube, right? This was her primary source of income. And at least for me, it didn't occur to me that a judge could take it away, her ability to be on here. So that was our experience over here. So I think the primary difference there is VS's case was a criminal case where the judge has a lot more power as far as moving your body around. In other words, the judge can send you to prison as opposed to just giving you a monetary reward. So it would make sense that a judge in a civil case could take away your ability to be online. I've never heard of it, but I haven't followed a lot of these kind of cases, right? We heard the situation with Larry Reed and that dude, and that dude is still on here. He still don't got no numbers, but he's still on here. So that would be an example of somebody who has been harassing somebody online and been found guilty of doing that, yet they're still online, right? Situation with VS. If VS had not put her hands on somebody, she would not be in the situation that she's in. More than likely, since she had actually touched somebody, she had assaulted them, they offered her what is called a plea bargain, right? He said, we can charge you with this assault. We have it on video, or more than one video, actually, from inside and outside of the restaurant. We can charge you with this, or we can give you a lesser charge. If we drop this to a misdemeanor or some kind of, they keep it as a felony or drop it to a misdemeanor. If you will agree to not be on social media for whatever period it was, 2 or 3 years, if you will accept that as a plea bargain, then we won't hit you with the much more serious charge of assault, right? That was her opportunity. This is what the judge offered her, and she took it. I think it was a wise thing to do. It's amazing that she's actually been able to stay off of here. But I don't think that Tasha K is in the same situation. Now, this situation would be horrible for her if they were actually take away her YouTube channel or her ability to make money, since this is her primary income, and since she gets all these millions of views. I mean, for us, you know, we get a few dollars, a little pocket change, buy a new lamp or statue. But for her, she might be pressing 7 figures a year. So that would be much more serious than any kind of monetary judgment that they give her, right? It would be devastating. So more than likely, this is going to be a monetary thing. I think that's what they primarily do in civil court. So even if they just hit her with Tasha K's expenses, like she's got 4 working attorneys that we see in the courtroom, 4 attorneys. So all these attorneys, you know, are well compensated. They're all paid, right? So they're saying that her legal expenses exceed $1 million. $1 million to Tasha K, you know. Oh, I won't buy another Ferrari this year. I already got 6 of them. What I need another Ferrari for? No, I want to spend my money on this woman who's pursued me and tormented me for all this time. Because Tasha K is a fighter. Remember the incident where she threw a bottle at somebody at some event or whatever? She's always been wanting to fight. Obviously, since the kind of celebrity she has, she can't be out there slapping people and punching them in the face. You can't do it, right? Because they'll sue you no matter how egregious they've been and all the things they've done to you, they will sue you. So you can't, since she couldn't get them that way, she said, okay, I got all this money. I got nothing but time, baby. I got nothing but love for you, baby. You got all this time on my hands, girl. I'll just take her to court and I'll sue her. And I'll be a precedent, because generally speaking, celebrities don't go after bloggers, right? As far as I know, it's the first time it happened. Now, there have been a few cases of bloggers going after other bloggers, but I don't think there's been one with a celebrity of her stature going after a blogger, right? Natasha K, we say she's all big stuff over here, but really 1 million subscribers, that ain't that much, really. Not compared to what some of these other people on YouTube get. I mean, PewDiePie, okay, Tasha K has 1 million subscribers, right? PewDiePie, let's just get the current, because I haven't seen him in a while. Hold on 1 minute. Now, PewDiePie is this guy. He mostly he plays games online, right? Okay, Pew. Like I'm gonna know how to spell Pewdie. It ain't PewDiePie. There he is. Okay. No, Pewdie. That's the wrong one. Okay, here it is. Okay. Damn. Okay. Oh shit. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's open this up. Good morning. Be quiet, PewDiePie. PewDiePie has got 111 million subscribers. I'm just giving you this to say that she's not all that we're making her out to be, right? She has 1 million, and he's got 111 million subscribers. So let's just say that she is certainly bigger than the beef sector. She's certainly bigger than anything we do over here. She's in a different class, because when you cover celebrity gossip, you're going to have a bigger audience, right? Because people are not because of how fabulous she is, but because people follow the celebrities, right? So they basically ride on the backs of the stories they cover. If you have a story about a certain celebrity, that celebrity has got 33 million subscribers, then it's going to jack your numbers up dramatically. So nobody's mad at her. This is what they do over there. But like I've said before, the thing about the beef sector is we argue with people who are able to hit us back. They hit us, we can hit them back, right? The situation they have over there with the celebrity people is they usually do not address vloggers. Why? Because that only gives them numbers. The celebrity has nothing to gain but by responding to these vloggers, right? People talking trash about them. But Cardi B took it upon herself to actually stalk this woman, to lie on her, to address her sex life, to interview people who are, imagine that. People go down interviewing your neighbors or somebody you were a roommate with 20 years ago and all this kind of shit, right? They all want to be on, right? Because they're all on social media too. And she's pursued this woman who Cardi B is a fighter, right? She ain't gonna take too much abuse. So she's slapping the shit out of you, Tasha K. But I don't think it's gonna affect her brand that much, right? Long as she can make money, she'll be fine. But what was I talking about? I was talking about the award. It's got to be at least $1 million just for her legal fees. And then you got all the damages, which is what you sue a person for. I think initially it was $75,000, which I guess to both of them, that ain't all that much. 75, maybe Tasha K makes that much a month. I don't know. Am I making any sense? Okay, so anyway, they're in deliberation. We'll know. Maybe it'll take 1 or 2 days. This is a civil case, so it's not like OJ, honey, where they got to go back and deliberate for weeks and weeks and all. They ain't got to do all that, right? Tasha K is way outweighed as far as her representation. Tasha K, I don't know how wise these attorneys are, but I don't know why they would have her up there running her mouth and making the plaintiff, Cardi B, making her point by showing all these videos of how vicious and nasty you have treated this woman. It's got to be a pretty awful thing. This woman's trying to raise a child, honey. She has got celebrity. Okay, that's supposed to be a good thing. I mean, when you win Grammys, you have that's supposed to be a good thing. But oh no, Tasha K took it upon herself to make sure that she buried this woman and made her life a living hell. Why? Because Cardi B was already on social media before she even became famous, right? So she is aware of what goes on social media, right? So when you put in the search engine, you put Cardi B, what do you get? A bunch of videos about Cardi B, and also you get all these videos from Tasha K saying all this negative shit. And if all the negative shit is lies, girl, I kind of say, Tasha K, you should have left that woman alone. You should have just backed off and left her alone. Why can't you just do a story and just leave it alone, honey? You ain't got a right to be over here stalking people and terrorizing them, right? So this is where they're at now. I guess we'll find out maybe tomorrow. It's possible they do it today. I don't know. I don't know much about these civil court cases and things like that. But anything over $1 million is going to temporarily at least break Tasha K. I don't care how much braggadocio she got, all this, I'm worth this much and I'm worth all that. It don't mean anything, honey. $1 million is $1 million, right? Apparently, a lot of these people who lose these lawsuits don't pay, and they have to employ the Cardi B would have to employ attorneys to follow and trace and find out this woman's money. But if Tasha K going to continue to make these numbers that she claims, and I'm sure she makes that very good living. She may even cross seven figures a year. That don't mean you got 7 figures in the bank, right? You've been making money and spending money and making money and spending money and making money and spending money, right? If you have a house, when they say you're worth a certain amount of money, well, if your house, basically they would say that everybody who owns property in San Francisco, they're all millionaires. It's the truth. If you're going by how much their houses are worth, houses that they bought back in the 60s or 70s, something like that, right? They all be millionaires. But coming up with $1 million cash, so we don't know if they can just go in there, their attorneys can go up there and just put a hold on lien on everything she got, everything she owned until she pays them off. We don't know all that. Some people say that there's a chance that this Tasha K could actually win. I never even considered that she could win. But if she actually won the lawsuit, it would be because the burden of proof. You have to prove this and prove that. How you going to go into somebody else's life and then tell them to prove that they're not a whole? prove you. Why I got to prove anything to you? So it's still wrong. I mean, as far as my opinion about what actually occurred, no matter what they come back with, it's still wrong the way you treated that woman. Let her have her life, honey. You, Tasha K, you are a failed celebrity. You never made it in celebrity. I understand you try to work in radio. It never clicked for you. You found a home in social media. Okay, just be who you are, honey. But don't resent another person because they've made it, right? So I think it will affect her channel in as much as she ain't gonna be able to get away with the same kind of shit, because after there's precedent where somebody's suing her and taking her and making her work hard for a couple of years, girl, the next time she does it, that person's going to come too. She say, "Oh, that's money. Let me go ahead and get her as well." So you're going to have to make some adjustments, unless you're so stubborn, girl. Unless you're so stubborn that you want to prove what kind of woman I am, a woman. Hear me roar. Girl. Anyway, how y'all doing, child? How y'all doing over there? I see Wally over there. Wally say Tasha gonna win. Tasha gonna win. Well, you're connected with Tasha K, girl. We all expect that. Wally, you know good and damn well. You better hope that he wins, girl. All them lies you tell on a daily basis, child. But I ain't mad at Wally. I'm just telling you the truth, buddy. The last thing he wants to see is president of people lying on people. If these YouTubers start suing each other, look out, honey, because there is such thing as a small claims court. Even though you ain't got no team of attorneys, you can still take a bitch to court, honey, and spend what, a couple $100? Lord have mercy, all that lying. Stop all that lying and close your legs to married men. Mm-hmm. What y'all doing? Hey, everybody. Sharice. Oh, they got Sharice's picture in there. Has the verdict returned? No, I don't think so. They only went at 1 o'clock, whatever that is in Atlanta. If they just came back from lunch, they just started deliberating at 1 o'clock. They can't have an answer by 2 o'clock. That would really be bad. I mean, Cardi B. Okay, did I mix the names up? Y'all know what I'm talking about. They banning her channel. I don't know that a civil person could do that. I don't know that a civil judge would have the power to actually ban somebody from YouTube. We don't know how much power he has, because he can't even send somebody to prison. He can't even send them to jail. All he can do is reward money. So it's a totally different kind of case. Hello, he meant Carter. What did I mix? I mixed the names up. Charles Dawson. How you doing, Charles Dawson? I do it all the time. Blame it on the age, honey. Mm-hmm. Oh boy, I must have really bungled it. A lot of people are talking about not Tasha K. You mean Cardi B? Okay. Why they got to have all the initials, child? If y'all just have regular names, I don't have to go through this shit. Tim, what museum you in? Lord have mercy. Andrew Van Hook. I'd like to go and get me a piece today, but I can't do it. I ain't got nowhere to put nothing, child. It's very frustrating. I'd like to go and get me some kind of statue or portrait or something. I think eventually I want to go from all prints will be turned into oil paintings, right? But oil paintings are not cheap. That's a very slow process. Mm-hmm. Right now I'm mixed up. But thank you for noticing, Andrew. Mm-hmm. I was going to film these museum articles. Hold on a minute. Look at him. Look at him. You see Da Vinci up there? Look at him. Ain't he gorgeous? You see him? But you can also see, I can't get a goddamn thing in here, honey. I really struggle. And now my issue is all of my trunks and things, they're all filled with lamps and shit, right? So instead of buying something, I need to just go in these trunks and pull stuff out that I have got to put away. I said I was gonna buy this lamp and what was it, Salvation Army? I came through the Salvation Army. I ain't been in there in a couple of years, right? And they had this lamp in there. Most of that's junk, but you can find pieces in there. I've got a couple out of there, and they had this beautiful lamp, right? And then I thought, as I was going to the counter, I said, "Wait a minute, Timothy, you got 6 or 7 lamps right now put away in your closet or your trunk, girl. Put it down, bitch. Put it back." Mm-hmm. Who did a financial analysis? Okay. There is a YouTuber who did a financial analysis of Tasha K's channel, and based on his report, she is making in the range of 500 to 600,000 a year from her channel. That's good money, honey. 600. It ain't millions though, baby. Miss Cardi B got millions, honey. She can do whatever the hell she want to do. Actually, I think it's really kind of brilliant that instead of just buying more stuff, which obviously they have everything, why not just go ahead and go on a little adventure through the course? Now, they may very well have it where she cannot mention her name anymore. That could be a part of the deal, right? I don't know if they even have such things as plea bargains in there, but they might be a part of, he might have enough power to say you can't mention this woman's name again, or she will have the grounds for another lawsuit, right? I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what it is. She got the money. Well, girl, who wants to get the money though, Teresa? Teresa Hopkins? Who wants to get the money and give it all to some rapper woman, huh? Shit. People work hard. She worked hard for the money. So hard for it, honey. She worked hard for the money and she just can't give it away. Yeah, you got your shit. You can have money, but who wants to give somebody $1 million? Right? Particularly when they have teams of attorneys that can find your income. And they can, I know if you were on a job, they can garnish your wages. They can do all that kind of stuff. She is a businesswoman, so I don't know how that works exactly. Yeah, but you might have to put a lien on your house. Because people make money, that don't mean they got no millions of dollars laying around, child. She told the court that Cardi B can afford the therapy. Ain't that a bitch? Now you want to put somebody where they have to have therapy behind your ass, because behind your relentless pursuit of them, behind your using their name to make yourself famous off of their name, and then you don't give a damn if they got to go to therapy. Isn't it therapy? Isn't that where people to go to because they want to kill themselves? The woman said she was depressed, honey. She could have had postpartum depression or whatever the hell it was. She was depressed, right? And she was already in social media, right? So she saw every goddamn time you come on here with all these lies, girl. And then she's seeing faces that are popping up out of every goddamn where for every person she's ever known in her entire life, right? And then you want to call her a hoe because she was a stripper. Has Cardi B ever denied that she was a stripper, girl? God damn. She'll pop up somewhere and mention my name. I don't give a goddamn what you think about me, Miss Tasha K. It ain't like you coming over here giving me coin. Right is right and wrong is wrong, honey. You could be a little nicer. You ain't got to make all them videos about one person, child. Cardi asked TK nicely to take those videos down because the content was lies. Right. Well, she asked her over and over again. She sent her cease and desist. And according to Tasha K, she wiped her ass with him. And that's what she told the judge. She was proud to say it to the judge. It's crazy. So I don't know what kind of attorney she has, because the attorney is supposed to give you good advice about how to handle the case, honey. First thing I would say to her is, girl, don't say nothing. Just sit down and don't say anything at all. Nothing. Let us fight the case. No. Miss Tasha K, she on the prowl. Oh, yeah, I did it. I did it for the money. It's all about the numbers. It's kind of remind you of somebody. Oh, sidebar. You know I can't resist. Did I just hear that Negro over there saying that he worked for Delta Airlines for 15 years? He came on here. He said he worked for Delta Airlines for 10 years. At one point later, he said he worked for Delta Airlines for 8 years. So now the 8 years has turned to 15 years. This is something that the Jay Wilson monster is over there saying on Bless Watkins' channel. They're having some kind of conflict over there with Dovey and him, whatever. Only part I caught was he said he worked for Delta Airlines for 15 years. Y'all say, well, what difference does it make if it's 15 years or if it's 8 years or not? He don't know how long you worked there. If you're going to be a braggart, I would think you would know how long this job you're claiming, girl. What it says about Jay Wilson is he is a liar. That he is a liar. All you got to do is put up the video if somebody is interested enough of him saying he worked there for 8 years, 9 years, 10 years. He started with 10. I remember the number 10 at first. 10 years, and now that's jumped all the way to 15 years. Girl, let me get back to my story. How y'all doing? If the court finds what Tasha K did, especially egregious, they can find her joint and severely liable. Okay. Find her joint and severely liable, meaning they can go after personal assets. It happened to Jezebel in the Hulk Hogan case. Ooh, Jezebel, that's her name. Thank you, Jay the writer. Okay. Jay the writer. I should change my name to the writer something, right? I like that person use their name. Just read my book. I should have a name like that. But no, they got it. They already know who I am now. Uh-oh, here we go. Tim, in all due respect, your apartment looks very nice and doesn't need another piece. Stop that, Charles. You're addicted, perhaps an antique hoarder. Well, that was my hobby for years. I like collecting shit, but you can only do so much. And then I ain't the type. I'm gonna have no garage sales, nothing like that. I usually end up giving up stuff that I once loved, right? Because I ain't got nowhere to put it. I got to do another cleanup. But thank you for your input, Charles Dawson. I think most people who like decorating, like collecting, I think they all have the same struggle, really, right? When does it stop? Because it's never stopped for me. Even as a drug addict, drug dealer, and drug addict, people would always bring me decorative items, girl. Even though I know the police gonna come and leave the door. That's what the police say. So nasty. I would collect all this shit, right? Just from people ain't got no money, so they trade stuff. I'll have all this shit there, and they always did this. After they arrested me, they would leave the door open, right? So all the neighbors could go get all my shit. When I get out of prison, I'll usually only get a few months. I would go to people's house. Oh, that's my lamp. Give my lamp back, bitch. It's always been that way, But you should. I mean, you want a classic room, let it be classic. Most of the stuff you get it, and that's it. But accessory type stuff, it's always changing. Man. There's always something out there. I need some money, y'all. What you need some money for? Nicole Reloaded. Nicole Reloaded. Didn't you just get your ass since a couple of days ago? Nicole Reloaded. If you want to, you can put your Cash App in here in case somebody wants to bless a sister. This time. I know what it's like to need some money, baby. How y'all doing today? Let me see. I just tease it. I get you, Charles Dawson. I ain't got no problem, baby. Hi, Ms. TR. Ms. TR. Oh, the Miss TR. Oh. Well, people, I finished up chapter 5 of my new novel. Now that I'm writing again, I'm basically always writing, right? but I had a block for 3 years, a little over 3 years and then now I got this new series. It's going to be a trilogy. So Murder in the Beef Sector, if you guys haven't read it yet, it's still out. And I thank you because it got a lot of support. A lot of support. I sold that book faster than any other book I've ever written. It was quick, right? But I'm writing the sequel now, and I'm in chapter 6, which is great. Murder in the Beef Sector only had 9 chapters. Now I might refigure out how many words I'm putting in a chapter, but he's at least a third of the way. That's a blessing, and I thank God every morning. I thank God that I'm writing. That's it. That block thing is hard to get over, honey. But y'all have been so bad that y'all have given me subject matter. I got 300 on my AdSense, and my kids took it. Oh, you're raising cheering. I don't know how you people do it, though. How you ladies do it. Y'all work full jobs. Y'all dealing with these young children. Y'all dealing with these menses. It's just a lot, honey. Yeah, imagine when you have kids, the 300 ain't really that much. Right? I'll bless you when I get off of here. I'll do something for you, Nicole Reloaded. You didn't put your Cash App in there, though. Do it. Don't be ashamed. You should. I should interview W. Tasha Wilson. I have to let them work it out, baby. I have to see what is true first. Yeah, but W, she was talking some good sense. She, I don't know where they've taken with all this. I don't believe in the doxing stuff. But before that, she was telling him about inviting people on his channel and then cutting them off and not letting them say anything. It sounds very familiar, doesn't it? Because my primary issue with him, at least when I appeared with him that one time on that live thing, I said he will not allow anybody to say anything, girl. It's like a mental illness. He's just like a fucking dervish and just exhausting people. They got to raise in and hollering and screaming and goes immediately into that girl. What is the fear he has of somebody saying something? It's like he don't want any answers to anything. He just want to be running here, hear himself talk. So I hope she can get his ass good. She was just telling them about that ain't right, baby. You don't invite people over there and walk all over him and talk all over him and try to act like you better. Then he tried to act like, oh, I didn't say I was better. I thought I was better than nobody. Maybe you thought. Gay Wilson, let me tell you this, boy. Ain't nobody jealous of your punk ass, girl. There's nothing to be jealous of. You are a disgrace, honey. Your personality is the pits. I would not, no, girl, nothing about you impresses me, Jay Wilson. We don't have none of the same interests, bitch. And I'm sure W feels the same way. Why do you keep trying to act like you're better than everybody, girl? What's with all this time you putting in to putting other people down? What is it? What's wrong with you? Shit. Mm-hmm. I don't do no interviews. I don't think I ever did an interview. I mean, I can go over her, talk to her. I don't mind popping in stuff. I don't make it too formal. But I'm not the best person for StreamYard, period. I really am. Y'all notice that even though I got StreamYard, I haven't really used it that much. I don't like all that hollering and screaming, child. You can't communicate anything. If you have one person, you're talking to somebody, that's great. 2 people, that's fine. You can have a conversation, right? But they be coming for me and they try to agitate me, right? To see, okay, I can get these numbers up. So they sacrifice themselves. Bless and Jay Wilson acting like animals today. Oh, Miss Bless walking. Well, I thought she was being extra nice to him over there. See, a lot of the ones that take his side are people who intend to show up on his channel. Because anybody can go over there, honey. So they don't want to rile him because they can go over there. And even though people will say, listen, if I go to his channel, I'm not getting it. You ain't getting nothing for it. Why are you bothering? He gets all the money, right? Well, like when I went off on his ass, that was 15,000 views for him and a couple of hundred in cash apps or something like that, right? But he gets all of that. I don't get anything for it. But the thing is, girl, it is still promotion. You can't just sit back and just expect people to watch your videos if they don't know who you are. So every opportunity is still working your channel. It's promoting your channel, honey. Right? So, I don't mind talking to her, but I don't have enough. I don't like to hear that voice that long to actually watch enough of him. I go in there and I get bullet points because that voice is so annoying to me. So we'll see what happens with all that. Nicole, Uncle Tim, come to my stream yard. We can play music and have a party. I'll come over and visit you, Nicole Reloaded. Just email me the time you want me to show up over there. Okay? People can't be racist. Black people can't be racist. Okay. So this is Resident Biden. Okay. Resident Biden. Black people can't be racist. Yeah, I've always struggled with that, honey. I don't know if you're just trolling or whatever, but I've always struggled with that because I know people who are distinctly racist and they happen to be black. Now you say, well, they can't be racist because they ain't on top. Well, that's not true. If you own the building, girl, and you hate the people who you're building who are white, they ain't got shit, and they're the ones that are poor. Then certainly you can discriminate them and you can be above them, right? But the word racist has been reserved for black and white people here, right? We don't really use it for Chinese people or, we call them bigots and all that kind of stuff. So it's just semantic, whatever you want to use, honey. But yeah, I know a lot of people who don't like white people. You don't want to say they're racist. Oh, you got to say they're prejudiced. Well, girl, you can get caught up in that if you want to. Jay Wilson's cousin spoke to Dovey and helped her docs pass her. He said it's not his cousin. He said, I don't know that man. I don't know what's his name. So she's accusing him of being married and all this whole shit. Girl, he's doing anything to get online, honey. He accusing her of she's clout chasing, and then he's doing the same thing. If you ain't never been married, what you got to come over and make some big argument about it for, girl? Benji did. Oh Lord, is that thing back? Did I see the video Benji did on me today? Hold on, Mocha Drop. Now you know I got to see what this shit is. I ran her punk ass off the last time. Let me see. Benji AdSense did on she back? I thought we ran her off the damn YouTube. You can expect that it damn Jay Wilson, she be on here. Oh, what Benji AdSense said. What Benji AdSense said. She'll be back on here doing that shit, girl. AdSense. Okay. That's her. She's back. She made 4 videos. She made 4 videos since they've been back. And the first one is about, okay.
It was a picturesque spring day in South Central Los Angeles, May 8th, 1986 to be exact. The wind blew slightly and the palm.
Yeah, she's telling poetry. Girl. Well, that'll make Jay Wilson very happy. Oh, you remember Big Yancey said, but with Big Yancey's girl, that child came over. She called my house. What happened? She called my house. I read her punk ass. She disappeared a couple days later. Oh, Big Yancey says, oh, you a conversation to white men. Oh, you're like that's an insult to me. I don't understand these people, honey. Girl, she is so, it is. See, y'all got to realize something, people. Everybody does not live in the South. Now, I've noticed since I've been on here that a whole lot of black people, I never knew how many were still in the South, but all these different states and stuff, y'all Southerners, honey. It ain't the same, girl, in the city, in the North or the Northeast. It just ain't. So they still on this white man. The white man's coming. You better watch out. Girl, you know you better watch out because that white man, he is all about your thing, your thing. They got these old primitive ideas. Oh, you just his fetish. You just his people. when two people get together, that is because one person finds the other person attractive, and that person finds this person attractive. So they're whatever they're using each other, honey. Who's zooming who is irrelevant. They like each other, girl. They say, oh, he just using you. You the mandingo. You the why are you worried about what the fuck I am, girl? And then they talk about my sex life, girl. They got to go back 15 years to even find one. I'm not in the South. No, my neighborhood, it is not all black. It is not all Chinese. It's not all Mexican. It's San Francisco. It's 7 by 7 miles. We're all in here together, girl. We're all pushed into the exact same space, bitch. So your neighbors can be any kind of race. They can be Middle Eastern, girl. And everybody's not caught up on race like you are, girl. So when Bidgie asked and said, "Oh, you said you're the white man, you're a receptacle to the white man," that don't mean shit to me, girl. It sounds ignorant and stupid. And I'm just saying, a little Southern. I think that thing lives in L.A. Child, Wilson probably get that news. She only got 4 videos, so she probably came on a day or two ago. So now she's over here doing poetry about Timothy Blaine. Desperate ass niggas. Girl, find your clout where you can, I guess. Thank you, Mocha Drop. I need to get that information. Thank you for the information. We'll see. I think anybody can be a racist. If they hate other races, they're racist, girl. Right? If you just on site, you just hate Mexican people. If you just hate that's racist to me. Right? Your favorite one race over another race. Whatever. That's an old argument. People feel different about everything. The niggas told me I couldn't even have a piece of artwork done by Michelangelo. Why? Because he's white. That's an American concept. Because he's white. No, isn't he Italian? They don't get white till they get over here. Oh, what color is he? What color is he? You got to be the white man. Girl, you're citizens of the world, honey. As I say, you only in the beef sector. No, you are a YouTuber, girl. It's bigger than just the beef sector. If you choose to just stay in one corner of it, girl, you want to stay in the beef sector, ghetto, then that is your option, honey. But there is a whole world out there. You got a white Jesus on your wall. You got a white. When did they start that? It ain't that old, honey, because the churches I came through, and I've been through a few of them, honey, they always had Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane. They always had some Michelangelo interpretation of Jesus Christ. You know, we all know that he's not blonde and blue, girl. But he becomes blonde and blue over here. If you go to China, then he looks Asian, girl. If you go to Africa, then he's black, whatever, girl. That's just something that goes on your mind. But really, the reality is, if you are obsessed with Jesus had hair like wool, I know I'm offending people. Whatever. Let me get this off. He had hair like wool. There are lots and lots of Jewish people who have hair like wool, honey. They call it a Jewfro, right? We ain't got to change the Christ to look like us in order to worship him or acknowledge who he is and what he's done. What are you more interested in? You're more interested in race than you are with the purpose of God, the gift of God. If say the man was born a Jew, he died a Jew, right? So in order to change Jesus Christ into a black man, that means you have to change at least half, more than half of the characters in the Bible, because never once do they say that he looked different than any other Jew. So not only would he have to be black, you would have to change. If you leave it up to me, I paint the White House black. You would have to change the entire Bible and turn everybody black because they were all Jews. Enough of that. Whatever. If it makes you feel more comfortable, girl, to have a black Jesus, then go ahead. Do whatever the hell you want to do, child. Stop expecting other people to do what you do, though. That's my whole argument, girl. You like that? Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Yeah. Do it, baby. Do it, yeah. Nice and easy. Come on and please me. You got me hungry for your love. Sweet as a honey, yeah. Ooh, how you love me, baby. You keep me coming back for more. Can't nobody move me. Can't nobody groove me like you do. Girl, you do. Girl, I'm peeling up now, and I'm getting down with you. Ooh, ow, do it, do it, do it, do it, yeah. I know I offend people. I love the same people. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Okay. PH Diva. PH Diva 45 said, not even owning one building or a large bank account can make a black person racist. Classes. Will you accept that, PH Diva? Can you be classes? Because black people ain't all poor no more. It was a time where they were always up and we were always down, right? And where we came up with the word racist, right? So now people who are in power, and there are a lot of black people who own their own businesses, who employ people, so forth. So then are we to call them down classes? If they get to that level and they want to push other people down based on their race, can we say that they are classist people? Because that's another issue, right? Mm-hmm. But ain't nobody mad at you, PH Diva. If you think that a black person can't be racist and that's what you like, then use that language, honey. Mm-hmm. There are people who say that I shouldn't use the word delivered. I'm delivered like Andrew, right? Mr. Delivered. They say you shouldn't say, you ain't say that. You're supposed to be a recovering addict. You're a recovering addict for the rest of your goddamn life. Raise your hand. Put it up, goddamn it. Put your hand up. I'm a drug addict. I'm an alcoholic for the rest of your goddamn life. That does not work for me, honey. It doesn't work for me at all. God said no, and I believe him. I am delivered. Been 20 years, PH. It's been 20 years. It works for me, honey. So if somebody else wants to use a different language, they want to be a recovering addict, saved by faith, all the rest of their goddamn life, then that's what they'll do. They want to go to meetings for the rest of their life. They want to have sponsors and do all this kind of stuff for the rest of their goddamn natural life on this planet, girl. That's what they want to do. Mm-hmm. The problem with all religion, in my opinion, is that people want everybody else to think like them. Why you got to change people? The Christ said, "Go out into the world, honey, and spread my word." That's it. You ain't able to be out. They want to hear it or not hear it. Mm-hmm. New York City, quiet boy. Why not? Most cultures make deities like that. Well, that's true. I don't expect any different. Some people are everything is seen through race, and if they have to have. Look, I'm gonna show you my back. Let me show you my black Jesus. This is my primary Jesus. Now I gotta pull it off my wall. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, Lord. I'm sorry. They won't let me. They won't let me live. I had to pull him off the wall. Mm-hmm. Get back, demon. Look at my beautiful, this is my black Christ. This is the thing that I see coming in and out of my apartment. First thing I see, you see he's an African Christ. Ain't he beautiful? Now, I paid almost nothing for him. I think he's mahogany. But isn't he gorgeous? See, the race doesn't make a difference to me. It doesn't bother me if that man is Greek, if he is Roman. I just never think that way. But he is gorgeous, ain't he? I pay almost nothing for him. I've had him for at least 15 years. So somebody carved him. Yeah, they got the arms broken. They hang on the cross. Anyway. I'm sorry, Lord, I had to pull you off the wall so that all my pictures ain't black on white. No, that's what I miss about going to the shops and the stores. I mean, literally, there are practically no junk stores in San Francisco anymore. They started building all these damn condos. They buy that property. It's just a little junk shop, right? But they buy that property and they build up 10 stories high with condominiums and all. And they've done it over and over and over again. They gentrified the whole damn city. So it's a rarity. But you would go to places like that, little dark places and things, and you would find things. That was the adventure. So that's what it ain't about just collecting a bunch of stuff. It's about the adventure of finding things. I miss it. Derek Chauvin, knee on neck, brand of racism. Instead, they're much more likely to have their comment dismissed or ignored in a meeting. Have us have difficulty as what? Well, yes, that's blatant racism. Ain't nobody saying that white people can't be racist. We already know they can be racist, honey. I'm just saying other people can hate people based on race as well. Now, whatever word you use, that's up to you, honey. Don't let other people put words in your mouth, right? You believe that a person, the easiest way to describe somebody who hates all white people, who talks shit about all white people, and every damn joke they make is about white people, girl. Then if you don't want to define them as a racist, and you want to take time to say, well, he's confused on the subject of race, and if that word doesn't work for you, girl, find a word that does work for you to describe the fool. I'm just saying. Oh, what's he made of? The Christ? Isn't he beautiful? I think it's mahogany wood. It's carved. Now, at first, I thought that he was perhaps on a Catholic type cross. You know how they have like a wooden cross, and they'll have something attached to hold the Christ onto a piece of wood or something, right? And this was just something that they took off of there. But no, this man is distinctly African, right? He could be an Ethiopian Jew. I mean, whatever he is. I have to nail and glue him on there. But there's nothing on the hand to indicate that he was ever on any kind of wood or anything. See that? There's no holes there. There are no holes in the feet. That's how you would attach it to something, right? This was distinctly made. So it's in Africa. Just a hole in the back. That would not hold it onto a piece of wood. So it was never Catholic. It's just a beautiful African piece. I have actually other African pieces in there. Not only the ones that I put away, but like I've tried to describe before, when you decorate a room, coming into the room, right? This is coming out of a room, right? So you really don't even see the primary parts of this room. You're not seeing the room itself, right? You're just seeing how I exit the room. That's the door right there. That's how you go out or go into the kitchen kind of thing, right? But really, I've designed the room coming into it. So my best pieces are over here. All kind of peoples and things. People have a similar idea about their comic books. My friend, the moderator on who occasionally comes in, Gamage. I mean, that man must have 2,000 comic books, right? It's just fun collecting things. Rich people collect things, they pay millions for that. They would have original artworks. Personal choice for anyone. Okay. Maria Official. I'm sure, however, you can understand people rejecting religious imagery that reflects their oppressor based on his color, the color of his skin. No, I don't agree, Maria. You're a light-skinned woman, right? How would you like somebody to judge you based on the fact that you're a light-skinned woman? Wouldn't you still be a black woman? No. And all this stuff about the black Jesus, that is not original, honey. Everybody had a picture of Jesus Christ, I don't remember what the artist's name was, in the Garden of Gethsemane at the cross. We didn't even think about, well, let's change him black. People have still had the discussion forever that the Bible describes him as looking African, but it's only natural. People, you can have why can't you have a Christ that reflects your religious views? I mean, if that makes you feel better. But for me, it is a spirit. God, Christ is a spirit. The mission that he had nothing to do with his race. Why do you have to mix race into everything? Right? I mean, we're citizens of the entire world, honey. These artists, when they complain about me having, they're Italians. They give beautiful artwork in the Renaissance, honey. Am I to deny that then? Say, no, there's no classic art. All I got to do is the picture of Martin Luther King on the wall. It's not the way I feel. Why can't we just let people feel however they feel? And don't think that everybody in the world is going to change Jesus black for you. Right? Don't change him. Don't go changing. Try to please him. Don't change the color of your skin. Hey, love, I don't imagine. But I hear you, Maria. I understand what you're saying. Mm-hmm. We didn't change him black. He is black. Baby, okay, PhD diva. How? Okay, let's talk for a minute. You said, okay, this is PhD diva, 45. She says, we didn't change him black. He is black, according to the Bible. Okay, what did the Bible say? The Bible said he had hair like lamb's wool, correct? So people who want to change the color of him, will say, okay, well, I have hair like lamb's wool. But what I'm saying is, if you go to any Jewish person, if you go to their children, you'll see that, oh, he got really curly hair. There are a lot of Jewish people who have hair like lamb's wool. All they're describing is a Jew. So in order, PH Diva, for you to make Jesus Christ black, you can't just make him black by himself. You're talking about the whole nation. You're talking about the Israelites, right? Israel. You would have to not only change him black, but you would have to make all of them black. So basically, you would have to change the whole Bible black, unless they were Greeks or Italian. I mean, Greeks or Romans. They would be black, but they were all kind of groups and tribes. I don't think people, when they describe Christ in the Bible, they had any perception of race, right? I'm just saying, baby, focus on the message of the Christ. It is a powerful, powerful message. And I believe that the spiritual realm, however it is still alive. It's still very real, honey. I don't got to go in here and then paint all their faces black. What difference does it make? I don't care about that. I don't care anything about that. I care about the mission of the Christ. It's a very serious thing. Yes, and yes, I have had African motif. Before I had this motif, remember, I was a decorator all my life. Before I had this motif, I had real modern apartment. My last apartment was all modern, all bought at IKEA, right? I grew tired of IKEA look, and so I decided upon this neoclassic look, right? But before that look, and it had African motif, right? With kente cloths and African, everything was African at that point, or most of it was African at that point. In my before I started doing dope and so forth and got sidetracked, that was the look. But I've had many kind of looks, honey. It's just decorating, girl. I should have known better. They say, don't be talking about no politics and don't be talking about no religion. They were Hebrews, black. I accept full responsibility. I should never have brought that subject to people. They want everybody to be black. Okay. Well, we got a black president. We all happy about Barack Obama? We got Kamala Harris. The real progress has been made. But I don't know whether we got to go into history now and turn everybody black. right? I don't think it makes much difference, whatever color you have. I just told you, my primary Christ, he's beautiful African man, honey. Extremely. He's gorgeous. He's gorgeous, right? So the Africans believe in Jesus Christ as well. And what color did they make him? Right? This is not the Christ that they portray in America, right? And then the way Christ has been portrayed, I used to be offended by the ones in the movies. They would make him blonde hair with blue eyes. It's just being a person, honey. You want to go to Indonesia? What is their Christ going to look like? Maria Selena Official. If my ancestors were slave owners, I would emphasize with those people not wanting their religious imagery to look like those who oppress. Girl, Selena, can we agree on at least Middle Eastern? Didn't all these events take place in the Middle East? Why would they just put one black person in there, girl, and make him the Christ? So you're obsessed. You're still stuck with this with slavery. You think history began in slavery, right? Is that what you're saying? Girl. It makes a difference. Some people, well, go ahead and make a difference. Maria, what the hell do you want, girl? Maria, what difference does it make, girl? I wish I could get my Jew man over here, but I can't get to him behind the computer. He gorgeous too. I ain't no problem with it, child. I don't got a problem with whatever race you are. I believe the principle to judge people by the content of their character, not the content of their ancestors' character, right? I wonder if you are a decent person, and I've mostly met decent people in my life. Pretty much most people in my life are African American, even though they call me a snow queen. Oh, you were attracted to white men or whatever. Even at that time, still everybody I knew was still black, right? What was I just saying? Oh Lord, I lost my chain of thought. Whatever, honey. Whatever, baby. And then you got to take into account, Maria. I'm not even what you would call a Bible worshiper, right? I worship God. There's only one God, right? So no matter if you're a Muslim, you worship your God in that way, or you are Hindu, you worship God in that way. How do the Hindu figurines look? Anyway, no matter who you are, there's only one God. I think they all agree on that. There's only one God, right? So I worship God in spirit and in truth, honey. I don't get caught up in these images of this American concept of black and white. Everything got to be black and white, girl. And I'm not even a Bible worshiper. I worship God, not other people's experiences of God thousands of years ago. And whenever that person said, God said this to me, I don't take that to mean God said that to me. That's what the preachers, that's their hustle. Honey, God said it. How is God saying it to me? If God wants to say something to me inside of me, she said, you know what, boy? Don't do that no more. That's wrong. That's God to me. Right? On the inside. He's real. It's God. Some people, all these, what the Bible say, what the words say, what do you mean? The Catholics collected a group of books, honey. The Bible is not even one book. It's 66 books written by over 40 different writers. So how can you combine all of these different books from different times, sometimes hundreds of years apart? You put it together because the Catholics put, what's the word? They cottonize or whatever the fuck they do. They put it together and they say, this is the word of God. This is a holy book, right? But how did that get to be God? If someone is writing poetry to their God, right? You can do it today. And it's just old. They found the books thousands of years later. How is that the word of God? How is David writing about God? How is that God? How is Paul? How is Paul? Everything Paul says, that's what God said. Why? Because it appears in the Bible. Right? So I don't believe it the same way that a lot of people believe it, honey. I ain't nothing wrong with it. It contains the story of the Christ, honey, which for me, as a Christian person, that is the primary story. Either I accept it or I reject it. I don't want to change it. I have no desire to change it, honey. I just want to accept it what it is. Here's Paul, a religious leader in that time, writing a letter to a church. Paul sitting down and writing a letter to a church because he is the head of a group of churches, right? And he's giving them good advice. That's just Paul. That's just a man. How you took that and turned that, and then now God took Paul's hand. Give me that. Write it down. What? So, okay. I thought, and when they put the tablets down, the 10 Commandments in that story, didn't God just blast the stone? What the hell they need you for? You write something down, then 400 years later, somebody else writes something down, and then 300 years later, then someone else wrote something down about their experiences of their God, right? And then you put it all together, canonize, and then the Catholics canonize. Okay, we're going to use this book, and we're going to use this book, and we're going to use that one. We don't want that one. We don't want the Judas book. We don't care about him. So they're going to decide. Okay, we agree now. This is Bible. This is the Bible. And people turn it into something they have to worship. I worship a book. I worship an inanimate object, right? When you turn the Bible into God, you're saying, no, there is no God. The God is the book, right? Right? God is the book. Which means, oh, hold on, I lost my chain of thought again. Wait a minute. God damn it, I lost my chain of thought again. Okay. I had an important thought. I lost it again. God damn it. I hate this shit. Don't get old, people. Stay young forever, honey. Either way, going to play with. What? Wait a minute, honey. Need you now and forever. Either way, I'm going to play with myself. Wait a minute. I don't understand that, girl. You like Five Babe. Five Babe says she plays in it, honey. She said, Fishy puss. Don't. I said, girl, why don't you just not play in it at all? The Fine Monster. That's why you ain't got no man always playing in it, baby. Sable Winters, okay. The Pope and bishops at the Vatican worship. I ain't seen no black Jesus there. I ain't buying that, honey. And Madonna. These are ancient carvings and paintings. I don't know where you got all that from, Sable Winters. I have the okay, you said, where's Sable Winters? The Pope and bishops at the Vatican worship black Jesus and Madonna. These are ancient carvings and paint. Okay. Now, one of the most known religious arts is the Sistine Chapel, right? Who is that? Is that Michelangelo? This is what is all over the Vatican, right? This is the basic image. This is what they painted the whole. Hold on a minute. God dog it. Come here, baby. Come here, sweetheart. Okay. You said that the Vatican has black Jesus and Madonna, right? So this is the Sistine Chapel here. Where are all these black people, honey? This is okay. I don't see it, baby. I ain't trying to be a smart ass. I'm just trying to tell you. I don't see it. Where is it at? Right? Hope I don't break my computer. See them people? You see Christ in the middle? Jesus Christ in the middle. You see him? Are those people black people? Right? In the Vatican, this is their chosen artifacts, right? And if I show you other things from the that are also depicted in the Vatican, are those hands? Are those white? That's what you have in the Vatican, honey. But except for here, you have a print. There you have $50 million original artifacts, right? But I don't see what they have printed them all black. So I don't believe you, baby. Oh, that it? Can you hear me now? Oh shit! Can you hear me now? No. Can you hear me now? You can't hear me now? Oh, good. That's why I don't need to be moving this shit around doing show and tells. So you can hear me. Okay. Praise Jesus. Y'all missed my song. I got to do it again. If you had a choice of colors, boom, 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 which one would you choose, my brother? If there was no day or night, boom, 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 which would you prefer to be right? Now, I know that you hated your white teacher. Who told you to love your black preacher? People, don't play with me. Happy Monday. Oh, hi, little doggies. What you doing? Oh, it's Squeenie. It's Squeenies. Look at those Squeenie dogs. Do y'all think that the dogs, they be saying, oh, them are the German Shepherds. We don't like them. Oh, look at that poodle coming. Oh, you ain't one of us. Excuse me, girl. They all kind of racist too, right? All different. I'm amazed at how many different kinds there are. Gray, big ones like horses, girl, all the way down to little bitty chihuahuas, child. All different kinds. God made it all, honey. Mm-hmm. Tim, search Pope Black Jesus. See it for yourself. Oh, baby, I know that there's artwork there. I know there's saints that are black. What's wrong with that? I mean, you got to change everybody. Everybody got to be. I just don't think it's healthy to be so caught up in race where everything has to be changed and justified that they are black. They have to look like me or I can't respect them, right? When you're a citizen of the world, which is what you are, girl, you realize there's all kind of different kind of people in the world, right? We ain't got to paint them all black. It's not necessary, girl. You're missing the point of the Christ, the living God, right? It's an insult to him to say, no. We're gonna do it like this. We're gonna do it. I saw a picture back in 1963, and he was black. I was trying to explain that no matter where you go, girl, religious people, they're gonna reflect the people in those communities, girl. It ain't nothing to be ashamed of. It's just what it is, right? Do you think I'm offended by a black Jesus? No, I don't care. You can make him in whatever color. He's not in flesh. He's not wearing flesh, honey. For thousands of years, he has been spirit, right? God forever. It's been spirit. Why are you so caught up in this little detail of what color the Christ is? Right? You've seen the movies, right? You've seen the movies made in America where they have Jesus Christ. He got blonde hair and blue eyes. Now, where the hell that come from? How could that be a Middle Eastern man or Jewish man with blonde hair and blue eyes? Right? I don't trip on that. Make him whatever color you want to make him, honey. Just an actor playing a role. But the role he's playing is more important than what color he is. Mm-hmm. What does your neighbor say about your sin? Mocha drop, you better stop it, honey. What does your neighbor say about your singing? No. I'm more concerned with what they say about my screaming and hollering when I'm dealing with these motherfuckers over here. When I'm dealing with some of these people, child. But I hope they can accept that. Well, that's just Timothy. It'll be over in a few minutes. Ooh, that singing, girl. Ooh, you listen to Jay Wilson singing. What you say to him, Mocha Drop? I don't see no big difference, girl. I don't see no 16 years worth of school difference. I sure don't see that. I'm not religious. Facts are facts. But your home is stunning. Oh, that's so sweet and nice and good. Yeah, we can disagree. I mean, we don't have to agree on everything, Sable. I'm not particularly religious. I mean, I love God. I love the arts. I mean, I like artwork, but it's got nothing really to do with religion. I ain't worshiping some of these niggas that confuse me having sex with the picture. Oh, we saw the picture on your wall. I mean, you're like white people. I said, really? I never thought of it that way. Niggas, you think I'm over here humping on David's head? You don't watch Pastor at all because he's a fool. He's an idiot. Jay Wilson is an idiot. I don't know how he makes so big a deal out of this schooling thing because he's an idiot. His arguments are foolish. They're stupid. He overtalks people because he knows that he doesn't have a legitimate argument. Right? You can't debate anything with that fool. He's an idiot. I guess you can get degrees online if you're an idiot. Shit. I guess. Hang around long enough. Of course, every conversation ends up he over there talking about the damn house again, girl. What a horrible way to live. I mean, how could every discussion, every conversation about you or from you, Jay Wilson, have to involve that goddamn house and your degrees? I got those degrees. I got those degrees. Did you think the United States, you always concerned about the United States government, nigga? Did you thank the government for paying for these damn degrees when you cheated them out of all this money for all these student loans, nigga, but you still haven't paid back? Which you're calculating that you'll get so old, girl, you won't have to pay them back. Because you in your mid-50s and you still ain't paid them loans back, bitch. Your plan is not to end up paying them back nothing. Right? So basically, you've been living off the government most of your life, girl. You done changed the goddamn I worked at Delta for 8 years. You turned now it's 15 years, he said today. Just lie off the cuff. When you don't lie, you don't gotta keep changing shit, girl. You just say what happened. DKL just said Benji was cute. GKL say everybody cute. Until he heard Benji roast him. Roast him. Oh, Benji roasted him too. I guess that boy coming back with a bang, honey. Yeah, I don't fuck with nobody like that. Soon as you call my house, nigga, that was it. Null and void. I don't hear nothing you got to say. Don't call my goddamn house. But just say that, honey. I'll say, but that's sweet. That's nice. I don't know anybody who's even interested in antiques and stuff. I don't know. I guess I just died and I have a nephew who lives here. I guess I'll leave it to him and then he can decide. Some people, the stores they bought a lot of stuff from, when they die, they just will it to the store and you'll see it recycle, right? You go into this consignment store and you say, well, damn, where'd all the elephants come from? It's come from somebody's estate, right? Where you got all these elephants, they just willed all this stuff and gave it back to the place they bought it from, basically. I don't want to do that, but these gays I know, honey, well, most of them haven't been in my house, but they just ain't into that kind of stuff. They like computers and comic books and shit like that. You love antiques depending. Now, Cypher 3R, you say you love antique? Are all your antiques, are all your images, are they all just black people? Because it's hard to find, I'll tell you that. Unless you just want to do an African motif. There's all kind of art out there, though. If I was going to do like modern stuff, but one thing I don't like all that what do you call it with just colors on there? Just colors mixed together. That's a very modern look, right? They don't do as much images of people anymore, right? And I just can't get into it. Some people don't have any images of human beings, period. That would bore me to tears. You're not trolling, though? Okay. All right, my loves, we're waiting for the verdict on the Tasha K experience. They've already given their closing statements and they are in deliberations. So that could go a day or it could go more than a day. My guess would probably be tomorrow. We'll see. Thank y'all for coming in. For you people non-religious and all that, I hate that we get sidetracked by this stuff so easily, but it just means that, you care. We all got spiritual life, right? But a spiritual life is not to be confused with a religious life, honey. Right? Keep that in mind. Talk to y'all later.